bro, we're gonna start this video off by playing a little game of what would you do, right? What would you do if you had a brother, a sister, a close sibling, a close loved one that you love dearly, and you watch this person get beat profusely in front of the whole world to see by your arch nemesis, right? Then the next following week, you're face to face with this same person that beat your loved one bloody, and someone asks you, well, what did you do when this dude was beating your loved one? And your answer is this.
You know what I told her? I told her I was afraid. I told her I was afraid of you.
The booking for WrestleMania 41 at this point can't get any worse. Diabolical, disgraceful, trash, garbage. I can't even fathom watching this any further. That is one of the most cringe-worthy promos I've ever seen in my entire life. Are you serious? You're not like a civilian like any of us out here. You're not supposed to be calling the authorities or getting scared. You're a professional wrestler. At what point in professional wrestling we looked at these guys of being scared of anyone? We all know professional wrestling is a work, especially us who've been watching since the 80s and we know it's a work. But man, let you come in front of Stone Cold Steve Austin or any of these, think of Bob Holly or any of these dudes, dog, and playing with them in real life. They're liable to sock you out, slap you up. There's things back in the day. I'm gonna try to roll the clip, find a clip, but when the interview asked the wrestler, man, is wrestling real or fake? Slapped him up. Is that real or fake to you?
I think this is fake.
You think it's fake?
What's that? Is that fake?
All I'm saying is, bro, wrestlers were never pussy. Never. Why are we putting this on the grand stage? A wrestler will ever be scared, dog. A wrestler will get beat down week after week after week. Y'all ever heard of a guy named, what's his name? Dude Love, Cactus Jack, Mick Foley, whatever you want to call him. You had to beat this guy. You had to kill that guy before he ever said he was scared of anything. WrestleMania 13, Bret Hart having Stone Cold in a sharpshooter. Stone Cold ain't tapped. He had to pass out from the loss of blood. Bro, what the f am I watching at this point? This is the World Championship match. And you have a dude saying he's afraid of another dude. But that's not even the worst part of it. Okay, you was afraid that day, and let's give him the excuse that his hand was barely zip tied to the rope. Okay, Jay. You're right in front of him right now. Right now. What? You're right in front of the dude. You're not even attempting to do anything. No right hook, no uppercut, no jab. You're not trying to trip him. You're not trying to kick him in the nut. You're not trying to do nothing. This makes Jay look, yo, bro, Jay, you have enough stock in the company. I'm talking to Joshua now. Just since he wants to say his real name in the promo, I'm talking to Joshua now. Joshua, I know this is not your fault. It's creative fault. Joshua, you have to fight back. When they put that creative paper down and they want you to say you're scared of somebody and cut some weak-ass promo, you need to rip that paper up. You need to tell them my cousin is on the board at TKO and I ain't saying this crap. It's no excuse for this type of booking. I've been looking on Indeed. I've been on WWE.com. Yo, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I'm thinking about doing a video. I'm gonna take y'all to WWE headquarters. We're gonna go to WWE headquarters, man. I'm gonna complain about this live and direct, and I'm gonna offer my services for free to help the creative booking of WWE because it became that bad. Then you have a bunch of people, a bunch of bots under their comments saying this is awesome. I'm gonna put it somewhere in the video where they dropped the photo of a fatal four-way match. Penta, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, Braun Breaker. I ask a question in the comments, man, what is this? Some smart ass come under the comments and say, a fatal four-way. What? What is fatal about this? This is rushed, lazy, horrible, disgusting booking of a pro wrestling show. This is, bro, every week, I don't give a if anyone watches it. I'm gonna be complaining about this shit until something changes. We don't deserve this. I've been watching almost 40 years. I've never seen a WrestleMania leading up this way. The best thing we have for the main event of night one is 3 grown-ass men asking for a favor from Paul Heyman. God, bro. Paul Heyman is not the board of TKO. Paul Heyman is not the head of creative. Paul Heyman is not the head of anything. Why should we care about a favor from Paul Heyman? If it was Triple H, it would still be trash, but it would make sense. If it was, damn, what's his name? Dwayne Johnson? It will be trash, but he's the head board of TKO. Dog, this is like the worst thing ever, and I feel like I'm living in a twilight zone every time I hear people say, oh, this is great, this is awesome. It's garbage. And to prove to you that it's garbage, right? The people that say, well, if you complain and don't watch it, well, the same I had somebody tell me, yo, bro, it happened last year. What happened last year? Dog, the lead up to Mania, it was kind of like this. Then WrestleMania 40 happened, and it was kind of like what? Okay. I don't like to do the talking. Well, I guess I contradict myself because I go on YouTube and talk. But basically what I'm saying is, I like to go with action. Okay. What happened 2 weeks before WrestleMania 40?
I'm to be a hero. The Rock's not your hero. It didn't have to be like this, but it is like this now.
Is anything more need to be said? The final boss showed up. Cody Rhodes. Promo. What's happening 2 weeks before this Mania? Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley in a triple threat match that we seen coming miles away, that should have been booked weeks and weeks before so we could have got the more compelling booking. We don't see, I know what people say, yo, let Triple H cook, let WWE Creative cook. What? They're not cooking. They're looking at, have you ever heard of the term staring, looking at a pot boil? No, the flame isn't even on. They're staring there, looking at a pot of water. The flame is not on. Triple H isn't even in the kitchen at this point. I wish I would spend $1 on WrestleMania 41. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Peacock, I won't be paying my subscription this month. I'll be going over a friend's house, and this is just for you guys on YouTube. Because trust me, if it wasn't for YouTube, if it wasn't one person under my comments want me to rant about this, I promise you, I'll be skipping out on WrestleMania 41. This is why I took years off watching wrestling at certain points, because it's like, bro, this is garbage. It's so much you could do in life than spend hours watching creative people not give a about a product. The lack of effort is very alarming. We're in a bad spot, y'all. I'm sorry. And I've gotten so mad. I'm telling you right now, y'all, I'm telling you. I'm taking a trip to WWE headquarters. And we got to complain about this, man. I got to ask for like I don't know if they're probably gonna kick me out if I come in there recording, but man, I gotta try something at this point, man. This is horrible. What am I paying for? We got Ivar and the War Raiders versus the New Day. And the New Day doesn't even win. It ends by DQ. The last match on WWE Raw and Netflix was Penta versus Dominic Mysterio. What are we doing? Bro, let me know in the comments what y'all think. I do want to highlight, I like what Chad Gable is doing, but it's just so bad, dog. It's just horrible that he can't come in WrestleMania 41 as Chad Gable. He has to go as the Americano. And it's like, bro, when we look at Chad Gable history, it's like his big WrestleMania moment was under an Americano gimmick because they couldn't think of nothing compelling for the Chad Gable gimmick when it was right in front of their face when he was beefing with Otis. Bro, let me know in the comments what y'all think about this. This is horrible. And I'm going to sing it till the cows come home. I'm not going to stop complaining of how horrible this booking has been, bro. WrestleMania 41 is a disaster. I'm going to meet y'all in the comments, man. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh, man.